Hi, welcome. In this video, I'd like to take a couple minutes to talk about this issue of control. And one of the things to really consider when looking at how a dog interacts in, say, in the home environment, is that things can absolutely look fantastic, and that's one of the very deceiving things about interaction, and just at the physical response level. Is the issue of understanding the motives in play, understanding that a dog can appear balanced at times, and this is why it can be very problematic for dog owners, because sometimes the picture is so deceiving that dog owners feel like they're not getting the information to line it up. That so when they see a dog that is lashes out, or they have a moment of aggression, it appears disconnected from the picture that we see. Because again, it will look like a dog is how they're connecting with people. The dog will look very balanced. But this is where understanding about control, okay, and the picture or things that appear a certain way from the surface, you have to understand how it can be totally upside down, and it can look a certain way, but it's a total deception. Okay, this is one of the big things with dogs that people have to really start to step back from, to connect dots to say, well, perhaps what you see through, and this is why if you look at aspects of certain interactions that advocate leadership, or a type of influence even within the context of what's reasonable, how dogs will challenge that. Okay, this is why you'll start to see problems with the leash walk. Certain interactions, dogs will get very food possessive. They start to express certain states of mind that represent control issues, right? That is actually the truth of what's really happening. Okay, that's really what you're seeing there, is actually the truth of where the relationship is going. And the issue about the dog looking balanced, or liking to be with certain people, well, that's actually the deception. Okay, that's where the dog's actually in control. The motives are rotten, even though you're getting a kind of a picture in the home environment that will look actually really good, but it's not. And again, this is where one of those parallels, the same thing, you can kind of draw this parallel to in the human world, where you get a very selfish child that will actually look very well behaved, so long as they're getting their own way. Okay, so long as they have their Xbox, life is good, they're getting their little selfish needs met. But then when their thinking gets challenged, okay, when they're forced into a situation that changes things up, and they're not getting their own way anymore, then suddenly they're having a fit, and people, and the parent or whatever is like dismayed, say, man, everything's great in this type of, in the little bubble, so to speak. But that's the real deal. Everything else, again, is very deceptive, because again, it's about you're dealing with the motives. It's just like with dogs, it's about motives. These control issues, you can look at these comparisons, and you really can begin to figure it out. But here's the problem: the reason people are deceived a lot of times is because they have a certain perception of things, okay, and they're projecting, and they're they're really kind of looking at the relationship through a very narrow lens, and it's not being tested. That picture isn't being tested. And then again, the truth, I tell people, the truth is always out there, because but it'll appear as though it's on the fringes of the relationship, because the test of what is really happening will happen in certain interactions that actually put the motives to the test. That's something really to think about. So I'd encourage you to think about that, to help understand what's really happening, and to be able to affect change. It really starts with the human, focusing in on, getting a clear picture of what's really taking place. So thanks for watching.